this has not been changing at all. This has been like what Rajapaksa's planned in early 2009. So that has to come out in Sinhala and Tamil if you want. Security Forces Headquarters Jaffna website that is only in English. When you put that in Sinhala and Tamil if you want, so that the people in the south can read what they are doing, what they have been doing since 2009 for the last 16 years, since the end of the war. It has been the same since the end of the war. A lot of things changed with the successive governments, but this has not been changing at all. This has been like what Rajapaksa's planned in early 2009. So that has to come out in Sinhala and Tamil if you want. Okay, what have they been doing? They have been farming the land of the people, the displaced people who are still living. They have been farming and sending rice and ice cream, that is milk, to the rest of what is you call that welfare society of the army. They have been sending even today. That is the economy of the post-war north and east, perhaps the east, particularly north. How do you like that?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Arjuna Sahodari, I think you can share.
You ask me how I like it. I don't like it at all. That's my answer. I don't like it at all. First of all, I fully understand your emotions, and you are very legitimate. You are very correct. There's nothing wrong with how you feel, how you express. That's how you do. We understand that. However, as you know, after 2009, we were the first. The JP was the first. No, there was no NPP at that time. JP was the first to propose the truth and reconciliation mechanism to find the truth, to do justice in that area. It never happened. Thereafter, we know 2019, the Gotabaya Rajapaksa government came. They said, we won with the votes of the Sinhala people of the south. With a government like that, you know you don't get much. However, once we took over, it has been only 1 year. It's only been 1 year. We have released over how much of land, Dr. Ravindra? Over 600 acres of land we have released for the resident people there, over 600. And even as we speak, they are looking at more and more land to be released for the people. That's what we are going to do. And remember, this went on for nearly 30 years. But little by little, without compromising the security of the country, we are giving the land back to the people. It has been only 1 year. It is within this 1 year, over 600 acres we have given. We have opened up roads. We have brought in investments for bridges, for roads, for the Jaffna library, running into millions. Has any government done that before? No. We are. In the parliament, some Tamil politicians say, my people are suffering. My people. I say, don't say my people. Our people. Our people. I understand that being a northern Tamil person, you have some specific issues, very specific to your suffering. We accept that. But at the same time, the southern person also suffers with the same economic situations. So we have to work together. About the translations, quite unfortunately, or fortunately, even the Department of Translations comes under my ministry, which you wouldn't have known. Right? Our biggest problem is most of the translators have left the country for better, greener pastures, and I have no translators. So I'm recruiting them now.
What would you repeal? So is it going to be any different from the new laws that you put in place? Second point, 13th Amendment. You haven't uttered a word about 13th Amendment or delivering 13th Amendment. If you want to reconcile between the North and the East, you have to deliver 13th Amendment. If you continue to deny the 13th Amendment, then the divide will still remain. Third point, Easter bombings. You're carrying out an investigation for Easter bombings. When will you provide a hard deadline and deliver justice for the Easter bombings? Would you arrest the biggest criminal in Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Mahinda Rajapaksa? It's an open secret. They're corrupt and they're still roaming free. When are they going to be behind bars? If you can arrest Kanuna, which is under PTI, become a journalist, why can you not arrest the biggest criminals in the country? Thank you.
Yes, thank you. First of all, you say you have a right to be heard as a Tamil. I say you have a right to be heard as a good human being and a Sri Lankan citizen first. Crazy second. So I thank you for that question. Firstly, the PTA will be abolished. The draft, when it's done, I will put it in Sinhala, Tamil and English for public consumption and consultations so they could see what we have done. This time around we got help from UN experts.
That book. We don't write in the Tamil book, Karen. Why?
Please sit. I'll answer. Right? This is not a political rally. You have come here because we are you and you are us. Okay? So about the PTA, even the UN expert team told us how to draft the definition of the new law in such a way freedom of expressions will not be harmed. So the UN Resident Coordinator's Office and we are working together. So when it comes out, you will see what we are replacing it with. That is your first question. It should have been done in September. My committee got delayed. It came in 1970. The believe you can't believe us, is it? No, look here, my friend. Yes. How many governments pledged from 1979 they'll do it? They didn't do it. Definitely. But we are not magicians. We work with pen and paper. So, this was to be done in September. But 28th, I was told is going to be the last day for consultations. And I am not pushing my will on experts. I am not. But when it comes out, I do understand why you don't trust governments. But remember, this is America's government, right? It can be trusted. Secondly, and also, you asked about the East attacks. Yeah, one of the questions. It is being investigated. I know all of us like to see culprits behind bars. Sometimes I, as the Minister of Justice, get accused on Facebook saying that I'm not doing enough to put people inside bars, behind bars. The truth is I don't put them in prison. It's the judge who does that. It's the Attorney General who prepares the charges. It's the police who does the investigation. Yes, we have a great suspicion about people, this guy did it. But in criminal law, even in England, it has to be proved beyond reasonable doubt. So evidence gathering has to be done carefully. If you don't, they will get acquitted. They will get acquitted. Sorry? Now you are taking this into a debate which I'm quite happy to engage with. Right? But I'm asking your questions. But now you are taking it to a debate. If you want a debate, I can give one, but not now. Yeah? So what I'm trying to do, stop looking at our government like you looked at the previous ones. Because we are not the previous ones. If we are the previous ones, we won't be sitting here explaining ourselves. Because there's no election for the next 4 years. But we are still here because we are responsible to people. In Europe, you can always put a tap on your minister's shoulder. Nobody will say anything. In Sri Lanka, it's new. They see their Minister of Justice in the supermarket buying things. For you, it's not big. For them, it's big. There's a Prime Minister whom they can approach and hold hands. It's new, not new here. So we have brought this new culture in. I don't want to take it too far. About the 13th Amendment, we are going to hold the Provincial Council elections. I think Nalin did say that. Let's put it this way. There have been historical mistakes, comrade, that we have made. Historical mistakes on both sides. Right? The politicians of the South, politicians of the North got us to fight over stuff that we shouldn't have fought. That is it. I would suggest all the people. Now I understand in 1983 during July riots,
No, 1940.
what, and also can go there also, whatever history, no problem. But after the 83 riots, what happened there was community was shattered. And some of them who have come here during that time still live with that bitterness, and I will not find fault with them for that. I won't. But I invite each and every Tamil person, come to Sri Lanka at least on holiday now. Go to the north and ask them. Go to the village and ask them. They would say, this government, they are not perfect, but they are doing a bloody good job compared to the previous ones. And we are. Thank you.
Price and group price, right? Where can make basa again business person Ministu දැන් අපිට එංගලන්තේ ඉන්නකොට අපිට සිංහල භාෂාවෙන් ඕනනම් දෙමළ භාෂාවෙන් හින්දි උර්දු ඕන එකකින් ගිහිල්ලා ඉල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන් ඕන එකක්. ඒක ඉන්ඩිවිජුවල් රයිට්ස්. ගෲප් රයිට්ස් කියන්නේ එතකොට ගෲප් රයිට්ස් කියන්නේ සාමූහික අයිතිවාසිකම් කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ මොන අයිතිවාසිකම් ලැබුණත් සෑහීමකටපත් වෙන්නේ දේශපාලන අයිතිවාසිකම් ලැබෙනවා. ඒකයි ඉතුරු නැගෙනහිර ප්‍රශ්න. මුස්ලිම් අයගේ කියන්නේ කොළඹ ඉන්න මාතර ඉන්න වැල්ලවත්තේ දෙමළ කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. ඕක ප්‍රශ්න නෙමෙයි ප්‍රශ්නේ. හරිද? සාමූහික ඒකරාශීලක ජන කොටස ආගමික සංස්කෘතික ඒ වගේ දේවල් වලින් එකට ඉන්න කට්ටිය ඒ ගෲප් රයිට්ස් ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒ වෙනුවෙන් ෆයිට් කරනවා. හරිද? ඒ අයිතිවාසිකම් දැන් ස්කොට්ලන්තේ සමත් ඉවරනේ. වේල්ස් වල ඔය හැමතැනම අයර්ලන්තේ ඔක්කොම ඒව දීලා තියෙනවා. සාමාන්‍ය ප්‍රශ්න
I think no, right. Yeah. So Harjan Sahodara will complete the question. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. We got your question.
මට හරි උත්තරේ දෙන්න බැරි වුණා. උවිඳු හරි උත්තරේ දුන්නා. දැන් හරි. බොහොම ස්තුතියි.